and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelce. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Now it's Mahomes again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
For a guy still in his 2nd year in the NFL, this is obviously a big spot for him to try and fill. Able to engineer the victory in the wild card round last weekend. That's got to give him confidence, and it's got to elevate the confidence of his teammates as well. But as he said after the win, things are only going to get tougher from there. He understands the situation he's in. He understands what's ahead of him in this one.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the runner.
Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Mahomes now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Now Edwards-Helaire. He'll take this to the 46. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's fourth down. Butker's kick here is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
They begin the drive with Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. Looking to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism. Great.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? And that's not easy for the holder, whether it's the quarterback, whether it's the punter, just to get up from the knee and then have the wherewithal to make the pass to complete it.
Because when you're catching it, that's your first thing. You've got to catch the ball off the snap, and then you go into motion to do everything else. So you can't get ahead of yourself in the process. Otherwise, the play won't be successful. Well done on that one.
2nd and 1 from the 2. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion, and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And now here comes Kansas City. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, what a move. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And again, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Dwayne Smoot, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go. They'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 8. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, he's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mahomes going to leave it with Edwards-Helaire on the draw. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Now here's Mahomes. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
To throw on second and 10, Mahomes, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return is Cohen. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 24 yards to gain there, another 1st down as well.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as as the drive rolls on.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a give up the middle to Williams. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Williams is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Foster Moreau taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code. Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this is back to a 5-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1. Open man is Kirk, complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here. And able to find Kirk, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Sky Moore, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the draw. Here's Williams. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Jaguars getting set to go. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
first and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Throwing now is Mahomes. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
This is something a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Jags. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, 4th quarter, with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll look to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now it may look bleak, but this one not over. They do have all 3 timeouts.
Even at this point on the field where it looks like, you're really backed up, hold them to a field goal. That's the mantra right now. You hold them to a field goal, you still got a chance to take care of business on the other end. But you're right, the 3 timeouts are going to be key. How well they use them to preserve clock as well as stopping them, that's the key to giving them a chance to win.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. Butker's kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Jags down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. A touchdown likely means they move on in these playoffs. Tense moments for the hometown faithful as they've got it with a 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. Connecting with Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. He's back to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Now there is 1 second remaining. So they'll have time here for one more play. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.